Good morning. We jump to the book of Ephesians this morning, Ephesians chapter 4, and we're looking at verse 2. This is in a context here where it's all about oneness and unity and some factors. There's really 5 of them that are listed for unity, and this is the 4th factor that's listed, and it reads this way: with all humility. That's the first. And gentleness, with patience, bearing with one another in love. Bearing with one another in love. So bear one another's burdens. Take on the struggle. Take on the situation maybe somebody's found themselves in as a result of their sin, and help them move forward. But don't you have people sometimes that are just hard to love? Don't you have people that you gotta kind of stretch to love? So sometimes what we do is we take bear with one another, and we say, hey, listen, man, sometimes you just gotta put up with somebody. You just gotta tolerate them. And here's how we do that. We do that by sidelining them. We do that by distancing ourselves from them. We do that by ignoring them. That's not what bear with one another means. And most importantly, it's not that because of a little prepositional phrase that might agitate you, but is true. Bear with one another in love. Bearing with one another in love. That means that I have to do it in a way where I'm operating in their best interests. I don't get to do it in a way that is self-preservational. So here's what it doesn't mean. It doesn't mean tolerate. It doesn't mean tolerate. I can tolerate you with pursed lips. I can tolerate you rolling my eyes. I can tolerate you by staying in the same room. I can tolerate you by just hunkering down and dealing with it and persevering in this relationship. It doesn't mean tolerate. It means to hold together in a relationship that is filled with tension for the best interest of that other person. To bear with another in love. The Catholic psychologist Robert J. Wicks says this, and it's just an interesting quote, and I want you to think about it. The other is ourself, and we must love him in his sin as we were loved in our sin. In other words, the other is ourself in the sense that we have common humanity, we have common struggles. We know what it is to be trapped in some way. And sometimes we just have to love people right where they are and be okay with that. Not okay that they stay there, but okay loving them in that space at that particular time without letting frustration, agitation rob us of the joy of relationship in that moment. Bear with one another, bearing with one another. That shows the manner of the moment. In love. May the Lord help us do this. Take care.